What we doing, man? What we doing? I'm not one to speak. I'm not one that's want to speak on a lot of things that's going on. But there's a lot of things going on in Chicago. Um, I mentioned in one of my other podcasts that women are not exempt. This is not the old days to where if something happens as far as a guy being out of order or female being out of order, that she'll get a pass because she's a female. Them days are over with. When you look on Legal Fern or the Chicago Crime Chaser, which is Chicago-based ghetto news, for the Chicago area, you will see that it's women, young, man, left and right. And you have a lot of young people out here be calling people old, unk, and all that. You don't understand, like, to be old is good. Very good. You don't want to be out here living 20, 25 years old and then you dead. You haven't lived life. You understand? So, when y'all say things like that, understand once you die, you're never coming back. You'll never get a chance to reminisce on the dumb things you did when you was younger. I can reminisce on a lot of things. Oh yeah, I did stupid things. I shouldn't have made it through that. But it's a blessing to kind of live, and be able to teach, the youth, things that you have been been through in that matter. Um, so we know G. Arby was gunned down. She was killed on 76 and Vincennes. I've been hearing about it, all, through Chicago. I didn't know exactly it was her. I know she got a song, saying all the smoke or whatever. And, women, the women are different. The women, they want to be more of a male role. And when you try to live that lifestyle, you understand the same rules apply. Be a female, be a woman. They said she dropped a low. I don't know if that's true or not, but the streets do talk. They do investigation, and they can get some answers, pretty quick. They can get some, because they're not gonna make a move. Usually they won't make a move like that off some he say, she say. It has to be some real concrete evidence. Now, I don't know if that's the case. I'm just saying usually how they move in Chicago. There had to be some concrete evidence stating that, this was the case. So, like I said, I'm not sure on how that, occurred. I really haven't, I'm not in tune with all that. I just, report what I hear. I'm in Chicago, and things do happen. Chicago is a war zone. Yeah, and have to be careful on how you move. You got to be careful on the things that you say, also. Sorry about that. Let me get that. Smart about it. Have to be careful on how you move and the things that you say, because it can get ugly, and it will get ugly. At some point. So. Um, I encourage people to just, stay out the way. Stay out the way. Um, Mind your business. Don't be too involved with things that has nothing to do with you. Don't drop no lows. If you drop a low and they found out that you want to drop the low and somebody end up, being unalive behind that low, your name is on the docket. I'm just telling you flat out. Your name is on the docket. So, that being said, my condolences to her. There's a lot of things that's been going on in Chicago. A lot of people being unalive. You just don't hear about it, but it's definitely there. So, I want, I just want to, send out my condolences and, let stay out the way. Stay out the way. I don't think I'm gonna do a full detailed video on it. There's enough people doing it, that's not from Chicago. It's people out there trolling, making jokes. Since the time you lose anybody, that's, you know, uh, good or bad, you know, you feel it here, you know. And, and the thing that a lot of people do, these YouTube contents, the minute something happens, they want to jump on it. They really don't care about the situation. They want to jump on it to be the first to report, to get views, and it's a paycheck on that. So, a lot of these, you know, content YouTubers, they do things for a paycheck. They don't do it because they really care. That's why I'm not gonna get into it. But I'm just speaking in general. Like as I said before, nobody is exempt. If you bogus out here in Chicago, man, woman, child, I've seen mothers get hit just because they couldn't get to the sun. Mothers and got done in as an example. Like, look, we're not playing with you, bro. Come pay this, Piper or everybody close to you. We gonna take them out one by one, and we still gonna get you. So man, just go ahead and get it out the way, or move your family, or move from out here. But when it's a ticket on your head, what I'm saying, they usually cash in on a ticket one way or the other. So again, I don't know the details of it as in a whole. I could get it, but I'm not. Man, it's enough going on out here. It's more important. Important things that I had to get out to the people. And it's enough people that's reporting on that type of news. So I'm just reporting that yes, it's confirmed. She is unalived. A lot of people that I know personally was at the same rope in the area and seen 8 police cars blocking off the whole area. So and then saying it's a street that goes kind of slanted like Grand, like Persian, like Arden. So it don't run like square. It run like in diagonally. So you know, I know I'm out, man. Thanks for checking in. Man, y'all like and subscribe. I'll be here with more news updates moving forward. Shalom.